ChoralEd. Welcome to episode 52 of ChoralEd. I'm your host, Micah Bland. Thanks so much for watching. Today I'll be showing you all how to do a basic audio setup, as well as kind of an introduction to the mixing console or the mixing unit. Today I'll be using 4 items, so if you want to grab these as well, maybe you have some handy, you can grab them and kind of try to follow along and set up your system. The first item is the mixing unit, the mixing console. Next is a microphone. The third is going to be 2 XLR cables or microphone cables. And the fourth is a speaker here. This is a powered speaker with the amplifier built in. So beginning here with the mixer, I'm using a Yamaha MG06. Doesn't matter what mixer you're using. This is just kind of to let you know the brand I'm using, the model that I'm using. The 06, I believe, stands for 6 inputs. And so that is the first thing we need to understand about the mixer, is that there are inputs and outputs. Inputs is the sound coming into the mixer that then just gets adjusted. And then we have outputs that go out to our speakers. So the inputs are coming from the microphone, from the instrument, they go into the mixer, and then from the mixer coming out to our speakers are the outputs. There are, like I kind of mentioned, there are 6 inputs on this mixer. However, technically I would say it's 4. So this is input 1, this is input 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. These are stereo inputs, and yet they only have 1 dial to operate them. 3, 4, 5, 6 stereo inputs. So really we only have 4 usable channels, I would say, but it's 6 inputs technically. On these inputs, you'll see that this is that combo type that takes both 1/4 inch and XLR. This is just 1/4 inch, this is just XLR, and so forth. Now, I hope this would be clear that whatever you plug into here, so whatever you plug in here, is going to be controlled by this column of dials here. Whatever you plug into here is going to be controlled by this column of dials. Here's 3, 4, that aligns with 3, 4, 5, 6, that aligns with 5, 6 down here. So you can see those numbers a little more clearly. I'll hold it up closer. Now, as I was preparing for this and I was testing this out, I plugged in to channel 2, and then I tried to adjust the volume with channel 1. I went, what's that? Why is it not working? And then I realized, oh, well, I needed to control volume lever, column 2, input 2 here, channel 2. So it happens to the best of us that we get the wrong one. So just make sure what you plug into is what you're going to control. All right, so setting this up then, I'm going to begin with my microphone. I'm going to plug in the XLR cable to the microphone. Now there's only one way this can plug in, right? This end is different from the other one, so you can't get the wrong end and plug it in. I'm then going to take the other end of that XLR cable and plug it into channel 2. I could plug it into channel 1 or 2, doesn't matter, but just for now, just for the heck of it, I'm going to plug into channel 2, input 2. When you have like 8, 12, 16, 32 inputs, you can plug into whichever channel you want to. I should also note here that some inputs will be on the back, especially the bigger units, and it might be like just numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 through however many, 32. It may not be lined up here with the channel column that it's associated with. Your smaller mixers, yes, that's true. Bigger mixers, they'll just be on the back. A whole bunch of inputs there for you. And then I'm going to take another XLR cable, that's that loud noise you might have heard earlier on in this episode. It fell off of the holder I had it on here. And I'm going to plug this XLR into the output. Now, This mixer has a main out left and right, and a main out left and right for XLR cables or for 1/4-inch cables. Now it will always be a main out left and right. There will always be two because that is that stereo image. That's a more complex topic of panning and moving the sound so that we have this bigger image, and we do have left and right ears, right? So we want that stereo sound instead of a mono singular speaker sound. So left and right out is important. This specific mixer calls it stereo out, as you see here. Some will call it main out, but it will always be left and right. Doesn't matter if you use a 1/4-inch or an XLR, depending on what your speaker is. This speaker takes both, but I'm going to use an XLR here. And I'm going to plug it into the left side because it will go with however the audience hears it. So this, for you all looking at the speaker as the audience, this would be the left speaker, and then this would be the right speaker. I'm not going to plug in the right speaker, but if I did, it would plug into the right side here. The other 1/4-inch insert here you see is for phones, not your cell phone. This is for headphones, right? Short for headphones. And it has its own controller here for level phones, what you hear. And so you can listen to the mixer, what is going on inside in terms of various sounds that you hear. For these smaller mixers, you don't usually use headphones too often. But there you go. I have an input into channel 2, and I have one of the main outs, main out left, plugged in. Again, I could use the 1/4-inch if my speakers required 1/4-inch, or these XLR. There's often different choices, but you wouldn't use both, right? Wouldn't use both. From that XLR cable main out that I just plugged in, I'm going to plug in the other end here to my speaker. If you didn't have a powered speaker, it would go into your amplifier first, but this is a powered speaker. The amplifier is built in. So then I have everything plugged in. Microphone, XLR cable, plugged into the input 2, and it's going to be controlled by here. And then I have, it will internal workings of the mixer, it will work through it, be adjusted, the sound will be mixed, as you might assume from the title of the equipment item. And then it's going to come out this main out left, and it's going to go through this XLR cable to my speaker. Before we turn on the equipment, there is an important thing to note, and that is there is a correct way to turn things on and off. That might seem surprising, but when you turn on the system, you need to turn on the mixer first, followed by the speakers and or amplifiers. And then when you turn off the system, it's actually reversed. You turn off the speakers and the amplifiers first, and then you turn off the mixer. If you ever forget this, it's easy to look up, how to properly turn off sound equipment or how to properly turn on sound equipment, and it will tell you right away, turn the mixer on first, turn the speakers on second, turning off, turn the speakers off first, turn the mixer off second. The reason for this, the reason you might be, well, does it matter? Why? Is if you do it in the wrong order, you are likely to get a loud pop, and usually it's boom, right? It's a big, loud, quick, sharp pop, and that is from the power surge. I think, I don't know the specifics there, of the mixer, whatever's happening in the mixer as far as a power surge there, that translates to the speakers, and it can actually damage the speakers, and you're gonna have to pay a bunch of money to buy new speakers just because you turned it off or on in the wrong order. So to turn on, I'm going to turn on the mixer first. This one has a button here, a power icon, the little half circle with the line through it, right? Power icon. And so you see the LED light came on, it's on. And so then I'm also going to turn on the speaker. You'll see the light come on here. So both of these items are on. So now I should have sound. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. There we go. It worked. Not too difficult. So there you have it. That is your introduction to the mixer as well as kind of the basic audio setup. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to inspire the future leaders of our world with this wonderful gift we call music. Thanks.